Tonight, we are having some chicken and broccoli and rice, some baked chicken and broccoli rice that I cooked. You can see that I got some little honey glazed on it. I also got a Capri Suns too, man. What is your favorite Capri Suns? Let me know in the comments section. I love strawberry kiwi. I got some potato chips. So I always tell everyone that come watch my videos, grab a snack and let's eat and let's watch something scary. It's the Halloween season. Halloween season is one of my favorite holidays of the year. Hopefully I'm not weird for that. And you know, it's this time to get scary. So, all right. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much.
I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. We've got some seriously spooky video clips coming up today, so hit that subscribe button and get ready for more creepy content, just like this.
Man, when you got hair, man, it's hard to eat sometimes, you know?
TikTok user FreshGuy1, posting from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, shared a chilling clip after being woken in the middle of the night by what sounded like screaming outside. He stepped onto his balcony and looked toward a neighbor's house, and that's when he caught sight of something terrifying.
That was like someone fighting. Like, if I'm looking at that, I'd just be like, that's just someone fighting. That's the neighbor fighting. I'm more like, hopefully that person's okay, or hopefully someone call 911, because I don't want to be the one to call. You know, y'all let me know in the comment section. I'm the only one that's like that. Hopefully I'm not.
Inside the house, you can see a long-limbed figure menacing over a person. Viewers describe the shape as a towering black shadow, more than 8 feet tall, with an outline eerily similar to a Grim Reaper or something outright demonic.
I don't see it. I mean, I see it.
So far, the uploader hasn't shared.
I see it, but it don't look like anything crazy. Like just someone was probably fighting or something like that. Yelling at each other. Something. I don't know.
Follow-up footage, though he promised to post more if the entity appears again. Was this just a trick of the light, or did this balcony witness capture something far darker lurking in his neighbor's home?
I think dude capping. That's far.
Staff at the Cheltenham pub, the Bottle of Sauce, say they've finally caught their resident ghost on camera. It can be hard to see at first, but if you look closely at the glass doors right at the beginning of the footage, you can see a transparent figure walk by.
That's hard to see. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, this is my thing. This chicken's so good. I don't understand. I'm about to bang this. Hopefully y'all enjoying y'all's. But how do you see something that small? Like, how do you notice that? Because I wouldn't even notice that. Like, how do you notice that?
According to the team,
Someone must
sightings of
got
the
a
little boy
keen
have been
eye.
reported repeatedly over the last few years. He's often seen crossing the garden late at night, then making his way to the games room. One manager, James Punch, says he's grown so used to the spirit that he now calls out "Good night, little boy" when locking up.
That's
Pub
crazy.
manager
That's
Rob
scary.
Sanders
That's
admitted
scary.
the eerie experiences at the pub had shifted his views on the paranormal. One night, he caught movement from the corner of his eye, felt the temperature drop sharply, and noticed the hairs on his arms rise. Later, CCTV revealed the image of the boy passing by the doors. The pub, once the St. James Tavern and a train stop, is an old building with creaking floorboards and plenty of history still to uncover. Staff described the boy as kind, not the sort to throw things, but his presence is frequently felt. Customers playing
Let me ask y'all this. If y'all have something in y'all place like that in your home or at your workplace, would you just accept it or would you get rid of it? By the way, this food is really good. And excuse me if you just now notice I'm banging this. Man, I'm going to tell y'all this. I waited for y'all to eat this too. So, but y'all let me know, like real talk. Would y'all get rid of it or would y'all keep it?
Pong in the games room have reported loud bangs beneath them when no one's there.
Make sure
Whether
y'all
it's
like
a
and
residual
subscribe. I
echo of the
appreciate y'all,
building's
man.
past or something else entirely, staff at the Bottle of Sauce say their little ghost has become part of the pub's character. A mysterious child drifting through doors long after closing time.
You want something,
Here's
dog?
an update to a story we covered a few episodes ago. When we last checked in, TikTok user Kin Panama claimed a meteorite had landed near his home in Pedregal, Panama.
Cayó el meteorito.
At first, it looked like nothing more than a lump of rock, but soon a strange gelatinous growth began to ooze from its surface.
That's crazy.
Within days, the substance had blackened, spread, and even appeared to move under its own power.
Like, what is that? Whoa. Like, what is that? I'm interested to see how far this is going to go.
Watched in disbelief as it pulsed inside a safe, flicked out thin tentacles, and seemed to grow larger with every clip.
That's
Some
crazy.
nicknamed it Venom, while others warned Kin was playing with something that might not be of this.
And you know what's so crazy? It's like a scorpion. It had like a scorpion claw. Or a lobster claw or something like that, you know?
World. Now the bizarre saga has escalated. In a recent update, Kin posted more footage showing the creature swelling to an even larger size, pulsing and
That's
writhing
crazy.
as if alive.
What is that? It's like shiny too.
He even sat down for an interview
That's
with Samson's
interesting.
World where he addressed accusations that the whole thing was staged, insisting he is not a filmmaker or entertainer.
Suficiente fue que se escapara en los medios mi verdadero nombre y ya fue tarde.
In another series of clips, Kin packs the entity into his backpack and treks deep into the wilderness. On the way, the bag itself can be seen heaving and shifting as though the thing inside is trying to escape.
That's too much, man. That's too much.
Eventually, he arrives at a rural facility and lowers the substance into water.
My man, let it go. Like, come on, bro. Like, you know this thing dangerous. You let it go into the wilderness where it can just go anywhere now. I don't get that.
To the shock of many, the black growth seems to swim, flitting and undulating through the liquid like some kind of living organism.
That's crazy.
As the world
Hey,
watches, commenters
I'm gonna tell you
remain-
this. If that's fake, that's like one of the best fake videos I've seen. Because that looked so real. That
to
looks
his
so real.
account, waiting breathlessly for the next wild update. Is this an elaborate hoax, performance art, or something truly extraterrestrial unfolding in real time?
That's crazy.
In Western Australia's Midwest, a father and son, Bradley and Shane Plain, recently captured something puzzling in the night sky.
I gotta get some of that rice now. That's what I gotta get. I had too much chicken. I ate some rice.
They described seeing several bright, unidentified lights flashing in rainbow-like colours arranged in what looked like a triangle formation.
That's crazy.
Their sighting is one of many across the region in recent weeks.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I live in Vegas, and I have like a balcony that's like high up, and I see a lot of things in the sky. And I see things in the sky, man, that you would question. You'd be like, man, is that real? Did I really just see that? And I have some things I took, but this is interesting. When you see lights like that and you know they're not an airplane, you used to seeing airplanes and stuff like that. You know they're not an airplane. It just makes you really think like what's really out there.
Locals have shared similar reports of unusual lights moving far faster and shining brighter than anything ordinary. Even the Perth Observatory has weighed in, with Matt Woods noting the objects appear terrestrial in origin, though their speed and intensity remain unexplained. Some commenters believe the family may have witnessed the legendary Min Min lights. These mysterious glowing orbs have been reported across outback Australia for more than a century, especially in Queensland and Western Australia.
Crazy.
Descriptions vary. Sometimes they hover just above the ground, other times they chase travellers for miles. They can appear white, yellow or multicoloured, and often vanish when approached.
Y'all let me know, right? Do y'all believe that it's aliens? Because I'm a strong believer. I believe that we're close for the government of telling us that, hey, there's other things out here that's not just y'all. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What are you? Are you a alien believer or are you a non-believer? A non-alien believer?
The first widely publicised account came from 1918, when a stockman near Boulia, Queensland, reported being followed for hours by a ghostly light. Since then, countless sightings have added to the legend. Explanations range from atmospheric reflections, ball lightning, and mirages, to more supernatural theories involving spirits of the dead. So what did Bradley and Shane Plain really see? A natural phenomenon, a UFO, or perhaps a modern encounter with Australia's most enduring mystery lights?
Man, it's just something that ain't supposed to be there.
Sticking with Western Australia, another strange clip has surfaced, this time from Perth. Witnesses captured a bright green orb streaking across the night sky, moving so quickly it almost looked like a rock.
This is the thing, right? It's like they almost is telling us that they're here because they blinking lights. It's always something that makes them stand out. If they wanted to, they can zip through this sky without even letting us know. But at the same time, it's like they are letting us know, like, hey, we're here. It's crazy. Y'all let me know. Why do they do that, you think?
Across water. The footage has left many puzzled. Was it a meteor burning up in the atmosphere, space debris re-entering, or something entirely more mysterious? Green fireballs have been reported around the world for decades, often linked to meteors rich in nickel or copper. But the skipping motion and the sheer brightness of this sighting have fueled speculation online, with some wondering if Perth just played host to a UFO.
I mean, it's a little strange. You really can't see it, but it's definitely moving in a weird way.
Has created a mind-bending new installation that reimagines Earth as a living, breathing entity. Using cutting-edge satellite data, the piece visualizes photosynthesis and the global carbon cycle, the invisible process that links every breath we take to the planet's own rhythms. At the At the heart of the exhibition, titled You Matter, visitors step into a vast circular room where the walls themselves pulse with Earth's inhale and exhale.
I really believe that we are one with the earth. We are one as people. But I think pride keeps us from seeing that. Because once we flow with the world and with us and flow with, I believe that we one with the world. I believe we are. But sometimes things keep us out of sync from being in sync with the world in a way. You get what I mean?
Satellite data animates the daily ebb and flow of carbon dioxide across the planet, glowing in patterns that mirror a beating heart or lungs expanding and contracting. The result is at once scientific and deeply visceral, a reminder of how fragile and interconnected the global carbon system is. Commissioned for Bradford, UK City of Culture 2025, You Matter runs at the Science and Media Museum until February 2026, making the science of climate and the carbon cycle not just visible, but powerfully felt. A group of young people were relaxing in a park when they noticed...
I ain't gonna lie. Just the angle, the music, the settings, the nighttime, everything just screams like, I don't want to be there. You know, like the movies where it'd be like this, you see someone walking and they get kidnapped. This is look like one of those type of sceneries. Or maybe Jason or somebody going to be right there to get you. That's just crazy. It just looks bad.
Unsettling, staring back at them.
That looks crazy. You know it's crazy because I'm from Illinois. And was this tree that they was trying to cut down. And when they start cutting it down, the trees start pouring out blood. And they say that this tree I guess people used to get hung on this tree. I don't know what it was. But man, these things can be real. These things can be real. Do you think it's a spirit? Or do you think someone played a host and carved a face in there? But man, this thing looked like it's real, like it's thinking very hard.
In the bark of a nearby tree, a mysterious face seemed to emerge. Eyes, nose, even a mouth faintly visible in the ridges of the wood.
Man, they better stop playing. They better stop playing.
Some wondered if it was a forest spirit, a ghostly apparition, or even a demonic presence watching from the shadows. But others suggested a simpler explanation: pareidolia, the human tendency to see familiar shapes, especially faces.
No. We saw, you didn't have to look at that for long to see that something was up with that. Nah, I don't buy that.
None actually exist. Still, captured in the dim light of the park, the image has an undeniably eerie quality. Trick of light and shadow, or something lingering in the trees waiting to be seen. What do you think?
That's crazy.
Coming up in our last segment in just a few seconds, we take a look at one of the most extraordinary alien encounter cases in history. But before we do, remember to hit that like button, leave some comments below, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. On the hot August night of August 21st, 1955, the quiet farming community of Kelly, Kentucky was thrust into UFO history. What happened at the modest Sutton farmhouse just outside Hopkinsville would become one of the most famous and hotly debated close encounter cases ever recorded, remembered as the Hopkinsville Goblins case or the Kelly Green Men incident. 12 people were present at the farmhouse that night, including Glennie Langford, her children, her older sons Lucky.
12 people? That's a lot of people in the house, man. 12. That's one of them families you don't want to get into no fight with. Because you fight one, you're going to have to fight all. 12? Imagine 12 people coming out of the house while you coming over there yit-yagging, and you do something to one of their family members and they 12 people come out of the house? Come on, man.
J.C. Sutton with their wives, family friend Billy Ray Taylor and his wife, and others. Just after 7 p.m., Billy Ray went to fetch water and saw a strange silver craft streaking across the sky before it appeared to land in a field. Excited, he rushed back to tell the others, but his story was dismissed. About an hour later, the family dog began barking furiously. Lucky Sutton and Billy Ray went to investigate and spotted a small glowing figure moving out of the tree line. Horrified, they fired at it with a shotgun and a .22 pistol. The creature didn't fall. Instead, it seemed to flip backwards and scamper off into...
What makes those things come to those type of houses? Like, what makes aliens say, you know what, this house in the middle of nowhere, this person has something valuable, then, than me going out there to the public and being on news, and I just don't know. It's always this type of scheme,
Darkness. What followed was a 4-hour siege. The strange beings repeatedly approached the house, peering through windows and appearing at the doors.
That's
the
crazy.
men fired again and again, shattering glass and blowing holes in screens, but the creatures were seemingly bulletproof. Shots rang out like bullets striking a tin bucket, and the beings would simply float away or flip back into the trees. At one point, Billy Ray claimed a clawed hand reached down from the roof and touched his hair. Terrified, the family huddled together until around 11 p.m. when they piled into cars and fled to the Hopkinsville police station. When authorities arrived, including local and state police, the sheriff's department, and even military police from nearby Fort Campbell, they found the family shaken and terrified. Police noted bullet holes, shattered windows, and signs of gunfire, though no creatures were found. The family...
That's what I'm thinking. And then, where's the sign that where the claw came down at? Like, because they said claw touched their forehead. I could have got that part wrong, but...
returned later that night, but around 3:30 a.m. the beings allegedly came back. By morning, the exhausted families packed up and left the farm, later moving to Evansville, Indiana.
That's crazy.
Witnesses described the entities as 2 to 4 feet tall, with spindly legs and long arms nearly touching the ground, large glowing yellow eyes and oversized heads, silverish blue bodies appearing metallic or glowing, pointed ears and claw-like hands. A peculiar movement. When shot, they would flip backwards and float.
It could be the government too.
Though the family called them little men, newspapers would sensationalize the story into little green men, cementing the phrase in pop culture. Skeptics later suggested the UFO Billy Ray saw was simply a meteor from the Perseids meteor shower, reported widely that night. The goblins may have been great horned owls, which have glowing eyes, large wingspans, and aggressive nest-defending behavior in August. A glowing patch of light seen near the fence might have been foxfire, a natural bioluminescent fungus. Officially, Project Blue Book listed the case as unknown, but filed reports of creatures under its...
I don't believe nothing that Project Blue Book say. This happened, but they're trying to cover it up and say why it happened. This actually happened to this guy, I believe.
pot category. The witnesses never changed their story, insisting for decades that they were harassed by something beyond explanation. Yet ridicule followed them everywhere. Journalists accused them of hoaxing the story for attention. Others claimed they had been drunk, though officials on the scene reported no evidence of alcohol. The toll was heavy. Lucky Sutton, once considered honest and hard-working, struggled with ridicule, alcohol, and employment for the rest of his life. The children were bullied
That's
at school.
crazy.
The family gained nothing from the encounter but
That's
decades
crazy.
of mockery. Despite skepticism, the Kelly Hopkins
Just think, your life has been changed once you see something like that. Your life has changed. You no longer think the same because of what you saw.
case remains one of UFO history's most enduring mysteries. It has inspired films like Critters and even the Pokemon Sableye, whose design is based on the goblins. Nearly
That's
70
crazy.
years later, the question lingers. Did the Sutton family really battle extraterrestrial beings on their Kentucky farm? Or were owls, meteors, and fear enough to create one of the most extraordinary legends in UFO lore? What do you think? Hoax, misidentification, or a genuine alien encounter?
Them people went through that. I'm sorry. Look, I appreciate y'all so much. Man, I just needed that moment to myself. Like, you don't understand. I needed this to myself, and I did. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully, I encourage y'all to have a moment to yourself. Grab your favorite snack. We don't eat like this every single night, but we're going to enjoy this night. And hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We got more bangers coming. And, you know, it just feels good to be here for Halloween and to be doing this, man. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. If y'all got videos y'all want me to see, thank y'all so much for tuning in. And King out. Peace.